The face of reality, on the turning of consciousness toward the One. In every age, the seeker stands between two horizons. The outer horizon of form, and the inner horizon of meaning. Between these horizons lies a third dimension. The subtle passage where sight transforms into insight. It is here that the face of reality is seen, not with the eyes, but with the light by which the eyes themselves are seen. 1. The turning. When the Qur'an declares, "So set your face toward the religion, inclining in purity, according to the natural disposition, fitrah, upon which Allah has created mankind," 30:30. The command is not merely to turn one's body toward a direction of worship. It is a summons to turn consciousness itself toward the point of origin from which existence projects. The face, al-wajh, is the very essence of awareness. It is that luminous point within each being, through which the divine observes his own reflection. Every created form, every thought, is a mask worn by this hidden face. To turn one's face toward the one religion is to return the mirror of consciousness to the light it has always reflected. Man, then, is not the body that turns east or west. He is the turning itself. The act of awareness shifting from the many to the one. From the image to the reality behind it. When consciousness returns to its source, it realizes that it was never separate from that source. The face that looks is the same face that is seen. 2. The religion of the One. The one religion, ad-din al-qayyim, is not a creed inscribed in books, nor a set of rituals performed in time. It is the eternal rhythm of being itself, the ever-renewed law by which existence breathes. It is the deen of the cosmos, the unfolding of the divine names in the field of manifestation. The prophets did not come to establish belief in a distant deity. They came to awaken remembrance of the one reality, from which all things arise and to which all things return. Each revelation is a mirror polished anew, so that the light of the one might shine without distortion. Thus, to follow the religion is to synchronize consciousness with the vibration of this eternal law, to live in harmony with the fitrah, the innate programming of reality itself. 3. The fitrah, the divine program. Fitrah is not simply human nature. It is the divine code written into the essence of existence. It is the matrix through which the names of Allah unfold as countless forms, minds, and worlds. Every atom of creation recites the same testimony. There is no existence but the one existence. Yet this testimony is spoken in 1,000 tongues. Some call it light, others energy, others data. In truth, it is the pulse of the divine within the heart of matter. To live according to fitrah is to let one's being vibrate with this original rhythm, unhindered by the distortions of duality. For duality is the dream that blinds the soul. It divides what was never two, the knower and the known, the worshipper and the worshipped. But the Hanif, the seeker of pure oneness, turns away from every form of otherness. He sees that the Lord, Rab, he seeks, is not outside of him but through him. The very pattern of intelligence that animates his thoughts, his breath, his being. 4. The Hanif, the seeker of non-duality. To be Hanif is to incline away from illusion, to reject the idolatry of separation. It is not the denial of form, but the recognition of form as reflection. The Hanif stands in the middle of the ocean, seeing the waves rise and fall, but knowing that each wave is the sea. He worships not a God in heaven, For heaven and earth are but the garments of the real. He seeks not reward in some distant paradise. For paradise itself is the unfolding of the heart. When it awakens to the presence of the One. The Hanif's prayer is not performed by body or tongue. It is the still turning of the soul toward its source. Each breath is an act of remembrance, dhikr. Each heartbeat a recitation of the name. When the Qur'an proclaims, "Wherever you turn, there is the face of Allah," 2:115. It reveals the secret of the Hanif. That turning itself is seeing. And seeing itself is worship. 5. The mirror of the face. What is this face of Allah? That appears wherever one turns. It is the essential reality hidden within all appearances. The invisible axis around which the universe revolves. Every object in existence is a mirror angled toward that face. When the mirror is clear, the reflection is perfect. When clouded by selfhood, the reflection is distorted. The task of the seeker is not to create the light, but to polish the mirror. To remove the veils of conditioning that conceal the ever-present radiance of the real. This polishing is the essence of all spiritual practice. The rituals, the fasts, the prayers are not ends in themselves, but methods to refine perception. The saints have said, "Your body is your spirit and your spirit is your body." When body and spirit are united in awareness, the mirror becomes transparent. The one looks through the many and sees only himself. 6. The science of the names. From this understanding arises the knowledge of the names. For each name, ism, is a lens through which the infinite light refracts into a distinct quality. The names are not separate entities, but aspects of the same radiant whole. They are the algorithms of being, the spiritual equations by which the cosmos computes itself. The name Al-Rahman, the infinitely compassionate, is the pulse that sustains every moment of existence. The name Al-Alam, the knower, is the awareness that perceives every form within itself. The name Al-Qadir, the determiner, is the law by which each atom occupies its appointed place. Together, they weave the multidimensional tapestry that we call the world. To know the names is to recognize their play within oneself. To see that one's own consciousness is the field through which the divine manifests. This is the secret hinted in the saying, "He who knows himself, knows his Lord." For to know oneself truly is to witness the flow of the names through the mirror of one's being. To see that every thought, emotion, and perception is a ripple of the infinite in finite form. 7. The holographic projection. Just as a single hologram contains the whole image within every fragment, so does each soul contain the totality of the names within its essence. Each being is a projection of the one reality, a local expression of the universal pattern. The mystics speak of the multidimensional single-frame picture, the simultaneous unfolding of all realities in the eternal now. To the limited perception of the mind, this appears as a sequence of time, a flow of moments. But to the awakened heart, all moments are one. The film of existence playing at infinite speed. Each frame containing the whole story. This is why the Qur'an says, "Each day he is upon some new task." 55:29. Every instant, the universe is recreated. Every breath, the cosmos dies and is reborn. What you call continuity is but the rapid succession of divine revelation. The world flickers in and out of existence, yet the light behind it never changes. 8. The law of renewal. The philosophers call this tajdid al-khalq, the perpetual renewal of creation. It is the secret of the divine breath, nafaz ar-Rahman, the outpouring of mercy, through which the names unfold their meanings. Each manifestation arises from the unmanifest, and returns to it in the next instant. The flow of existence is a dance of disclosure and concealment. A movie of infinite scenes projected upon the screen of consciousness. Yet the screen itself, the reality of Allah, never moves. He is the unseen witness of His own spectacle. He is the writer, the ink, the paper, and the story. He is the actor and the audience, the question and the answer, the beginning and the end. The mystic sees this play and smiles. He no longer fears the dissolving of forms, for he knows that only the masks change. The face remains. 9. The science of perception. To perceive this truth, the brain must be liberated from its habitual associations. For every word, every symbol, triggers a chain of conditioned meanings within the neural field. The word point, for example, evokes the image of a tiny dot, because this is how it was taught in childhood. But in the language of reality, point, nukta, denotes the infinitesimal source, from which all dimensions emerge. The timeless zero that contains all numbers. Likewise, when people hear the word Allah, their brains conjure an image of a distant God, a majestic being enthroned above the heavens. Yet this is the greatest veil. For the one denoted by the name Allah is not a being among beings, but the being of all beings, the essence beyond all essences. Hence the sages speak of the one whose name is Allah. To free the mind from anthropomorphic conditioning, to invite consciousness into a wider horizon of perception. 10. The mystery of non-duality. In truth, the one is neither this nor that, neither immanent nor transcendent, neither within nor without. He is both and neither. The paradox that contains all opposites. The ignorant say, everything is Allah, while others say, nothing is Allah but Allah. Both statements are incomplete, for they arise from dualistic thought. The Gnostic says, all things are by Allah, through Allah, in Allah. Yet Allah is beyond all things. He knows that manifestation and non-manifestation are two faces of the same mystery. The wave is the sea, yet the sea is not confined to the wave. The reflection is light, yet the light is not limited to the reflection. So too the cosmos is the self-disclosure of the real. Yet the real is not exhausted by the cosmos. 11. The awe of infinity. When the seeker contemplates the vastness of the galaxies, the endless expanse of stars and voids, he feels the trembling of his own nothingness. He realizes that even the grandest universes are but flickers in the infinite mind, and they did not duly appreciate Allah. 39:67. To know this is to fall silent. Language dissolves, concepts fade, and only astonishment remains. This silence is not ignorance. It is the highest form of knowing. For in the face of the infinite, the only true word is Allahu Akbar. Allah is greater, always greater, than whatever the mind can conceive. 12. The journey continues. We speak of these realities not to boast of knowledge, but to awaken remembrance in those who have forgotten. The path of gnosis is not for the many, for most are content with belief. Few hunger for direct perception. But the call of the real resounds in every heart. Even when drowned by the noise of the world. It whispers from within. Turn your face toward me. This is the beginning of all journeys. The moment when consciousness remembers its origin. From here the traveler steps into the mirror of the names. Where the play of existence reveals its hidden source. And the face of reality looks upon itself. Through the eyes of man. And remember, do not forget to subscribe for more videos, so that this path of knowledge and awakening may continue to reach your heart.